I don't know if you got my questions already. I
Yeah,
already sent so
yeah,
many questions.
we got your questions. Go ahead, go into them.
All right. Okay, let's start off. Well, first off, cannabis, this thing that you're doing right now is not really that relevant in here in the Philippines. So I'd like to ask, maybe you could orient me about it. I mean, about this thing. Why did you guys get into it?
Well, this is a business.
Yeah.
We get into stuff for a business. We don't get
Okay.
into big business because we just came up with it. People smoke weed and they got a paper. Okay, I have a cannabis. I have a strand out. Okay,
Mhm.
people honored me with a strand.
Yeah.
Just because I don't smoke weed, that doesn't mean people doesn't honor me with something. They can
Uh-huh.
honor me with something. This is called a business. This
Yeah.
is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't smoke, that doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That means because they honor me with a strand of marijuana, it became a business, and then we made the business go on and on and on. And
Correct.
what do strands do? Strand goes in paper. So me and Josh met at a convention. We got a click for everything, and we start liking each other. And
Mhm.
just so happened, Josh owns Raw, and he
Mhm.
does that. So we decided we wanted to make something natural, and I want stuff to be natural. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't smoke weed, that doesn't mean anything. It means
Yeah.
that I'm going with the business that is going on because we're going to live too. We got to live our life too. And we're trying to make healthy stuff go to other people. And that's what it is. If I get involved with it and I touch it and it's got my name on it or got Josh's name on it, we're going to make the best product that we can make. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
because I don't smoke with it, that don't mean I don't supposed to go out and try to make a product.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
That doesn't
a
even
lot
make
of cannabis in the
sense.
Philippines. There's a lot of cannabis in the Philippines. Brian.
Yeah.
I've been to the Philippines many times, out in Laguna and in Manila, and even in the provinces. And there's a lot of cannabis smoked in the Philippines. And now you have a medical cannabis program that's just getting started in the
Yeah.
Philippines as well.
That's true.
It's a very important big market for us even.
Right.
And
Mhm.
I can tell you firsthand that the Gary Payton strain of cannabis is available in the Philippines, man.
Oh, really?
It's a very popular strain. Just Google it. You'll see. It's a
Okay.
very popular strain. It's one of the best selling strains of cannabis in the past
Okay.
like 5 years. It's a big winner. And Gary has some very personal connections to cannabis and through family and other methods. And his son even has a raw tattoo. This is all like a very connected business, and cannabis has helped so many of us medically. We'll talk medically, and so many people in basketball medically,
Mhm.
besides even themselves, their families. It's a wonderful plant that has done a lot for many of us, and we're all doing what we can in order to share our personal joy of that plant with the world, especially and including in the Philippines, man.
Yeah. Okay. Because
And
here in
what
the
you
Philippines,
and what
yeah,
you
go
don't
ahead.
understand too, Brian, is
Yes.
it's not about smoking cannabis. It's about medical stuff. My
Yeah.
mother was dying from cancer, and when we got into medical stuff and we got into cannabis and stuff like that, I gave it to her, and it brought her back to being a normal person before she passed away. So that's why I'm involved with a lot of this stuff too, because we want other people to get the joy out of being natural. You don't want everybody taking medication all the time and messing up their body. And natural stuff with cannabis can help. We can have rubs that can make people feel better to get up and start golfing, get up and start walking. You know, there's a lot of athletes who have played a lot of sports and have been in a lot of things, and it's messed up right now. And if our cannabis can get them to get up and start moving around and start being active, we want that to happen. And that's what it is. It's not just about smoking marijuana. It's about us being helping other people. And that's what me and Josh did when we got the organic papers and stuff like that. Some papers might do bad things to you, but our papers won't. We're trying to be organic with a lot of stuff, and it'll help you smoke freely. So that's what we're trying to do. It's a business, and we're trying to help people and process and the process doing the same thing.
Okay. Okay. Gary, Josh, I just have to ask this. I mean, what's gonna stop people from thinking that what do you call this? This is some sort of call this, taking advantage of the popularity of Gary, the glove. I mean, the glove is very popular here. Gary, you've been here in the Philippines. You've seen the fan base here. What's gonna prevent people from thinking that this is nothing more than hype?
Why do you think it's more than hype? What do you mean? That doesn't
I
make
mean,
any sense to me because I'm Gary Payton,
yeah,
and they're gonna hype up basketball. What are you
yeah.
talking about?
I
So
mean,
it's not a hype. It's like I go into business trying to. I'm about to get a alcohol. I'm about to
okay,
get a vodka. It's not hype. It's about what we do in our life. We make products that's gonna be want to sell to people. It's not about a
Unique,
hype.
unique products, Gary. We
Yeah.
made a very special rolling paper that's
Hmm.
different and unique than any other rolling paper that's ever been made. And
Right.
that
okay,
in itself means that it's not just a name brand on the same product as somebody else. There is no other rolling paper in the world that looks like this one. And
yeah,
I had at least, I think some people beat me by now. I had one of the largest collections of rolling papers in the world. And
okay,
there's never been a pack that was like this. I know you
mm,
haven't had a chance to see it perhaps because you're in the Philippines, but the pack
okay,
itself has a basketball on it that feels like a basketball. And the paper itself is printed with Gary's logo in very thin ink because we don't want to add much ink. And Gary's logo and the basketballs on it, it really gives the connection to the consumer, that feeling of Gary Payton, which is very important, as opposed to just taking a standard rolling paper and putting a Gary logo on the outside of the pack. This is
uh-huh,
something that really connects with like Gary's fan base.
all
It's
right,
really it has
And
that,
then And
you
then
know.
Josh, you gotta understand that this is something that people want to have as a collector's item as
Oh
well.
yeah,
You feel me? When you come out and get jerseys and you get cards signed, why not to have our papers get signed?
and
Why
we
not
did,
do that?
and we did,
It's the
Gary.
same.
We
It's
did
the same. Yeah, we did that. It's the same
that.
thing.
yeah,
I am a popular person, and we do stuff like that. It's just you just don't sign cards. You just don't sign jerseys. We can sign other kind of products too. And
mm-hmm,
but with Josh, understand when me and Josh put out a product, we're behind our product. We're not just gonna say just put it out there to make money. Me and Josh got money. We got a lot
yeah,
of money. We're trying to build something in there and build a company and build more things and better things for people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when a kid sits outside and waits for me outside of a hotel. That's his dream. That's his dream. Another product like this is their dream to have and put on their shelves with it signed by me and Josh and say,
mm-hmm,
"Woo, this is something." But we can't do anything about what they're doing and they're smoking. That's their prerogative. They can
yeah,
smoke and they can smoke them papers and then they can have a paper that's signed and do the same thing. But if it's a good product, they're gonna buy it.
yeah,
That's just a business. That's just like anybody gets a business, and that's what it's all about. It's not just about Gary Payton, the fan. I'm gonna be popular. I am popular, so I can't help that. And if somebody wants to come, and Josh is popular, Josh doesn't tell you about the things he make. He makes things, and then other people come up to him, want to take pictures. They want to do everything. He can't do anything about that. He's just giving somebody a product of what they like and what they want. And then they meet him, and he's the one was smiling every day and doing the things he do. And I'm the same person. And that's all we do. That's our product. That's what we do. This is where the world is. We can't do nothing about this world. This
yeah,
world is what they want. This is what they want. We'll give it to them, but we're going to give it to them in a healthy way and in a great product. That's all it is.
It really
okay,
is great, Brian. Like, if you see how happy it's made people, I think
yeah,
when Gary turned up at an event, and I was there, and if you saw the audience, if you saw how much they loved it, getting the pack signed, it just puts smiles on everybody's faces and making people happy. I mean, what could be wrong with making people happy, man?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And that's all we want. We want to see people smiling. And when me and Josh sat up there in Vegas and at a convention, and we did almost over 100 and something, 200 people, and they every time they walk it up doing something, me and Josh start singing songs with them, doing things like that. That's what we're trying to do. We're not worried about a product. We're worried
Yeah,
about these people who get this product and be there having a smile on their face and want to use these products like that. That's what we're worried about. We're not worried about nothing else. Me and Josh got a lot of fame. We good, but we trying to make people have smiles on their face as well.
it's true, Brian. You know, when you make other people happy, they make you happy. It's contagious.
Yes.
Just
That's
the way
true.
life is.
Yeah. Like the two of you, speaking the two of you, it makes me happy.
That's a good thing. That's a
Right?
great thing.
Right. Okay, I just gotta ask the feel. What led to this? I mean, usually
That was
just have
that
the
was years. I was like, I
yeah,
think I pissed them off by taking 2 years to make that. The whole thing was like, how do you make a pack feel like Gary Payton? And
yeah,
that was the question that got fought over for a long time. Got people almost fired. Got people to hate me, but nothing felt right until finally some moment when we were all together, and I think we were smoking, and we were like, okay, what is it? And Ian, I think was my friend, who said to me, what if it felt like a basketball? And that's when it was like, oh my God, that's what it is. That's what we have to do. It was really because you're trying to come up with that feeling, or else it's just a pack of paper. So how do you make it feel like Gary Payton? And that's when the realization came through. We had to make sure that we could come up with find a printer who would do this for us, which was not easy with this that rubberized texture. But we got it done eventually. It took a while, but pushed some buttons, pushed some levers, and got some people angry. But in the end, it came out great. You know?
Yeah, and then Josh C. Bryan, that's what he just told you about. What advantage and I'm going to take over people. It took Josh almost a year and a half to get things right. So we didn't rush nothing out there. We wanted to be what's going to make people feel like they want to be close to Gary Payton. And that package that felt like a basketball, which you guys know me from,
yeah.
is basketball. That's what it felt like on our product. And that's what we did. It took us a year and a half, and I told Josh to do what you got to do. He was like, he said, I don't feel like this is right, Gary. I got to do it. I got to take 3 more months. And I said, go ahead, feel what you make it feel until your heart feels like what's Gary Payton about. And that's what we're about. You know, and we're not about taking advantage of nobody. I don't know how we can, but I mean, we're trying to give people a product. That's
Yeah.
all we're trying to do. We're just trying to give them a great product. And that's what they are. And we can't stop this world and tell people, oh, you got to stop smoking. That's not going to work in this world. I don't know
Yeah,
what world we talking about. That ain't going to work. So
yeah,
what we're doing is we give them a good product that's going to be healthy and help them whatever they're going to do. But we're not gonna just say no. We're not gonna give them a product. We're gonna give them the best product we can.
Yeah, it's an organic hemp rolling paper. It's a really, really
Yeah.
good one with gum made from organic acacia. So it's a really good rolling paper.
Yes.
And it true people who had the opportunity to smoke it overwhelmingly love it, and that's the important part.
Absolutely.
Okay, so right now if you would measure the type of coverage you have already offering this product, would you say that you've achieved the goal? I mean, I'm sure you had milestones before you launched this product, right? So at this point in time, have you reached that, or where are you at now?
The first production came in, people freaked out, they bought it all. The second production is on the way to America, which will hopefully land shortly, and then we got to figure out what we're gonna do next.
All right.
Special, you got to keep it special for people.
Well,
So
Josh, you got to tell them we're doing well on the papers. People are buying the papers.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody keep asking for it. That's what it is. And now when you get popular like that and it gets out, now what me and Josh have to go is we got to go back into the war room and say, what you think, Josh, what we need now? You know,
Yeah.
Josh came up with something like lighters. He came up with plates. So we got to make stuff become that. If we want this business to stay where it's at, And we know that we got a hit with the papers. The papers
Yeah.
are already a hit. We just got to wait for them to get back in the United States. And now we're going to go and put our minds together in our war room and say, what can go with these papers? And
Yeah,
that's what we're doing right now. We're just
yeah, the
making up
rolling
our
plate.
mind to do that.
The rolling plate. The rolling plate is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the rolling play is going to be great. Yeah, so we're going to come up with more stuff. It's just that we just trying to make people happy. And if they weren't happy, we had to make the test with his papers, and his papers was a hit. So
Uh-huh.
it's a hit. So now we know that we got a hit. So we got to keep going with hits.
Yeah.
It's just like a movie. You got to get a top rated hit. If you can get a hit in the first week and you can sell 100 million, 200 million, you got to keep it going, and that's what we're doing.
All right. Wow. So you guys do have mapped out the plans of what's going to be next already, and I was presumed right. Then you're already at this level, and now you're trying to expand it even more. Like you said, those accessories, those lighters, and the rollers. So they're part of that pathway towards making this really huge.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
rolling plate that really
yeah. Josh comes up with the ideas. Josh mind is rolling 24/7,
Yeah.
and I'm just here. And like I said, when we first met, I think it was just a God-given thing that we met, because his mind is rolling and my mind is rolling. We're just two guys, and I'm very passionate about it, and Josh is very passionate about it. But he's a creator. He's the one that comes up with the ideas, and we sit down and I look at it. And what you don't understand about Josh wants the reaction from me. And if he sees the great reaction from me, he knows he's done something great.
Yeah, you
With
gotta
these
love
rolling papers, he had a reaction from me because I didn't even think they were going to be this great. You know what I'm saying? And he got a reaction from me. And then when we were sitting there, he comes up with the roller tables and stuff and the roller tray, and I said, "Whoa!" And we're gonna go with that one. So that's just the way things go. He's the mind behind this, and I'm just rolling with him.
All right. I'm looking for that email Alexa gave me about the Knicks. Something about Josh. You're really hyped about the Knicks. I forgot where it is. Well, anyway, it was before the championship.
it. No,
I mean, I don't know if it has any connection with
I was really freaking excited, but no, I didn't go blow up. I didn't blow up anything. I didn't flip any cars.
All right. You didn't do anything crazy, right? Anything crazy?
Josh is originally from New York, so his
Oh yeah,
personal
okay, that's it.
basketball
That's
is
it.
for the Knicks.
Yeah, I couldn't find it in my email anymore. So
Well, this Knicks done won it from a long time. They've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, it was a
Now
long
you
time.
can see he's celebrating now. They're champions, so it's good.
It was a
Any-
long time coming, man. It was a long time.
Long time. Yeah, long time.
okay, Josh, I gotta ask you, long time. Any special thing you're gonna do related to this product for the Knicks? Anything that relates?
Oh, nothing for the Knicks. No, nothing for the Knicks. I'm like, when it comes to basketball, I got one thing in mind, and that's Gary.
All right.
So yeah, I got some really cool products we're doing with Gary. Some new ones that'll be coming out, like that. This really cool rolling tray in a way that it'll be more fun than any other rolling tray that's ever been done. Trust me. And that it'll probably be, if I'm lucky, at the end of this year, it'll launch. If I'm lucky, and when you see it, of course, Alexa will send you one. You'll laugh like everyone else is gonna laugh.
Well, Brian, you got to understand. Well, you got to understand, because Josh came up with it, and it's about me and him. We can always do a plate with the Knicks, the place with the Sonics, the place with the Lakers. We can do stuff like that and make it organic like that. We're gonna go over. I'm gonna go over with Josh about that. You know, he's a big Knicks fan, so we might as well do something regarding that. You know, but we can always go into the colors of the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We can go orange and blue. You know what I'm saying? We can go green and gold for the Sonics. You know, just in case, just so we won't get in trouble with the NBA putting them on there. So, you know, we can do colors and stuff. So it'll be great. It'll be something that we'll come out with.
Okay, since we're on the topic, I just like to get your thoughts on that, the Knicks championship, since you say it's been a long time. Josh, you first. What can you say about it?
I mean, it was just, it's the best part about it was truly that none of us expected it. We thought it was just going to be another one of these non-starters where we get knocked out in the like shutout. In fact, we made it to the championship was a huge deal. But then we thought I was like, oh man, I don't want to see this. It's gonna be bad. Once we started winning some games, I couldn't fucking believe it. And then I was like, oh shit, please don't flip the cards. Please don't flip the cards. Please don't flip the cards. Because I think about my city and all my friends there and shit. I'm like, oh guys, please, come on. We got to do this like for real New Yorkers. Being in the city during some of the games, I was really lucky enough to be there before I headed back to Spain.
Mhm.
And just the best part about it was the energy and seeing everyone coming together. Sure, you have the people that are sudden Knicks fans, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just seeing the energy of the city, watching the giant crowds outside of every sports bar, people just in the streets hugging and high-fiving each other. It made the city a better place to be. So the game, yes, but what it did for Manhattan for a little bit of time, bringing us all back together and like feeling like proud to be New Yorkers again for a moment.
Mhm.
That was real. That was the best part. That really was, man.
Okay.
We don't get to celebrate in the streets very often, man. We're usually in the streets running away from something. You know what I mean? So someone like this was just phenomenal.
How about you, Gary?
Well, yeah, me being a great basketball player and being in a lot of them things, it was just the Knicks' time. It was the Knicks' time. Things came in full form. The Eastern Conference, with Philadelphia being hurt, Boston doing their being hurt and stuff like that. The Knicks took advantage of what they did. The year before, they got knocked out by Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals. It was just their time. It was just basketball gods giving them their time, and then you got to understand it when they went into the finals and played San Antonio against a young team that didn't have no experience. And then you got to understand, you guys, if we, and I'm into the basketball tough, the San Antonio Spurs led 80% of the series. And then the Knicks came back and beat them all them games and beat them 4-1. So I think it was just the Knicks' time. It was just something that the basketball god said it's time for them to win, and they won it. And they did what they had to do. Coming back from 30 points down, winning that game was crazy.
Crazy, wasn't it? That was crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
was done. I thought it was over.
Yeah, I did too. And then they went into close games, at the up in San Antonio. I was in San Antonio for them games. So, they went in them tough games. They went in them close games. I just thought it's the next time. That's it. They did what they had to do. They won a championship. Now it's off their back. It's just almost like what the Chicago Cubs did when they didn't win it for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that happens. The basketball gods was in their favor, and now they're the 2026, 25-26 NBA champions, and that's the way it goes.
I'm really out of questions. Maybe a final message from Josh and Gary. I mean, about what can we expect more? I know you already answered, but what's your takeaway?
More things that are going to make more people happy.
All right.
That's
Our ceiling is to the roof. Me and
Yeah.
Josh we just starting, guys. You guys got to understand we're going to come out with a lot of more products. So that's not gonna stop us. Our ceiling is too high. We're to the roof. So people just look forward to Josh and Gary. We got a lot of stuff coming.
Well, I hope one day if you're in the Philippines, I can get to meet up with you guys.
Yeah, we'll shoot. We might do a trip to come and bring the papers and everything else over there. So
All
we'll
right.
be okay. Yeah.
All right, if ever, just let me know. I'll try to meet up with you guys. I'd love to meet up with you in person.
Hell yeah.
For sure.